Hey there, Christina here with Ginger Mama Tarot. Welcome, my wonderful Divine Masculine Pisces placements. This is your August extended Tarotscope. So, okay, I did the Pisces feminine one before this, and I was trying to channel for you, and I felt I was kind of like, this feels similar, but not quite. Um, it's you running. You're running, but you're running in a super hot environment, and you have like one of those like camelback things on or a big water bottle, and it's like you're almost out of water and you're tired, you're exhausted, but you're like, I'm gonna keep running. I'm gonna keep running. And like you're like proud of yourself for this. Like you're like, I'm making progress, but like you're miserable. Yeah, look at this. 10 of Wands, you're carrying this burden. And you know it, and you know you're like actually in rocky waters, like you're gonna collapse, like you might energetically, physically be feeling just exhausted, run down right now, and you know this, but you like keep going. And it's kind of like, what are you doing? How's it working for you, okay? How's it working for you? Let's get into it, all right? Let's get into it. All right, as we start out August, this is like, I keep saying like it feels like a wrecking ball almost. Like it kind of came in for many signs, not all, but for a lot of people, with just this big bam of like, whoa, shoot, the universe is like, you're gonna find your destiny. You're gonna find your soul purpose. We're not messing around anymore. There's no more time. And a lot of people are just kind of feeling really ungrounded. And there's a lot of reasons for that. We have Mars, Uranus, and the lunar north node in a triple conjunct configuration here at the beginning of the month. We also have Libra in the moon right now as I record this. That's all about balance. And so a lot of people, if they're not balanced internally with their yin and yang, they're feeling very much like this, like one extreme or the other. And they're really being called to come back to center. And then we have Scorpio finishing out the first week of August. So if you have Scorpio placements or Libra placements, also if you have Aquarius placements heavy in your big three or your counterparts or anything like that, your Venus, that might be significant for you. All right, we have the full moon in Aquarius on August 11th, and full moons are a great time to release, okay? New moons are a great time to manifest, but when we have a full moon, we want to release. So what I want you to focus on right now is, what are you running from, for starters? Is it love? Is it connection? Is it vulnerability? Is it a career change or work? Is it just spirituality in general that you're fearful of? I love like the image too with this. It kind of looks slanted behind me because the way my computer screen is. It's like, yeah, what are you running from? Because if you can stop running and travel onto calmer waters, you're gonna feel better. You know, like this is all about someone who's like in rocky waters, these waves back here. And then this person here has been through a lot, right? Lots of swords. But this person finally comes in and is like, I see that. I'm going to bring you into calmer waters. And I think many of you are realizing that like you and your counterpart share energy, right? And that your counterpart has been carrying a massive burden and you've been running from it. And now you're being called to help move this into calmer waters. They had to heal their codependency, their anxious attachment style, which they have done and have been doing, many of them. But you're being called to heal this avoidant attachment style where you believe you can reach out when you want and then pull back when you want, and that doesn't hurt anyone or affect anyone else. You're being called to take accountability for that. And so Pisces, I'm telling you, you can do it. But that's a choice you have to make. Because I do feel like there's kind of this attitude of like, no one tells me what to do. It's like, okay, what about God? What about the universe? Because you're the one being like sneaky, conniving. I'm gonna come in when I want, I'm gonna leave when I want, I'm gonna do what I want because it's all about me. You gotta check in with that. Are you selfish? Did other people do that to you and then now you think you can do that to them? It's like a protective thing. You're like, I don't want to be wounded. I don't want to be exposed. I don't want to be vulnerable. So I'm just going to do this to other people before they do it to me. And then you get upset because you're like, well, now they're mad at me. They're angry. Queen of Wands reversed. Or maybe you're feeling anger because you're realizing, wow, I could have had it with them. They actually did want this. They actually were who they said they were. They actually weren't trying to like lie. Like I could have a family with them and happiness. But you're worried that they're going to be angry if you reach out. And it's like, how can you prove to them that you're not going to be shady again? How can you prove to them? I mean, you know your person. Your person's you. So what would it take to make them feel safe? Feminine energy is not going to entertain you any longer if you cannot make them feel safe. And safety is a form of commitment to communication, commitment to consistency, commitment to telling the truth, commitment to being emotionally available. My hair is going wild, guys. I haven't washed it in a few days. Again, that feeling of you guys, like, it's like you need to, like, I feel like that Pisces energy is like you need to take a shower, you need to wash it all off, you need to let it go, you need to sit in stillness, meditation for a minute, get real with this moon, possibly reach out to them, tell them in genuine, authentic communication, like how you feel. Like, I know this was imbalanced, I want to bring justice to this, let's balance this out. I want to work on healing my avoidant attachment style, and I am okay if you call me out if I don't do that. So often masculine energy doesn't understand how they can ask for this. And a great way to ask for this is to say, look, hand of God confirming, I love this. By the way, I think this is my only Tarotscope so far, maybe only second one that like the hand of God has come out. If you can say to someone in truth, hey, I ghosted you because I'm afraid, and I was trying to protect myself because I've been hurt so many times. And in the future, I see that you're genuine, and I know that you are, but this is going to take me time. So I want to be honest with you, but I still need my space. But I'm not entertaining other people right now. I'm still trying to heal. I'm trying to align with this spiritual journey. So how about this? Like, let's talk, let's meet. If I'm feeling overwhelmed or upset, I am going to leave. But I'm going to say to you, hey, I'm feeling overwhelmed in this right now. I'm going to leave and sort out my emotions, but I will reach back out to you in 2 days or in 3 days or tomorrow, whatever it is. And then if you do not follow through with reaching out to them again and saying, hey, I sat with myself, I went over this is what I think triggered me, you know, it wasn't you, let's move forward again. If you can't do that, then your feminine is allowed to reach out to you and say, hey, what happened? Why didn't you do that? And then you can't be triggered and mad at them for calling you out on that. You have to be dependable. That is commitment. I'm dependable. I will not ghost you. And if I am pulling back, I'm going to tell you that. I'm pulling back. Here's why. I need some space. We will finish this conversation later. And if your feminine has healed their anxious attachment style, they will grant you that space. But they have to know that you're actually going to follow through with the reach out, or else they get hyper anxious. Because why wouldn't they? You're abandoning them again. Now they're thinking, what did they do wrong? Oh my God, I said the wrong thing. I did the wrong thing. I looked at them the wrong way. When in reality, they didn't do anything wrong. You were just so afraid of how great it felt, right? And so it's this constant ball of like, some people are so afraid of it, they're like, I'd rather just run away from it. But it's amazing. It's literally a gift sent to you by the universe. Literally, the highest form of love one can experience in any realm is the belief as twins. So don't run from it, okay? But you do need to get real about this. And many of you need to focus on your worthiness issues, the star reversed. Again, with the Aquarian, the star card is about the Aquarius full moon, the star reversed. You are worthy of that kind of love. You are worthy of someone that is gentle and patient with you and understanding. But you also have to be giving them the same energy of understanding where they're coming from. This is someone who's always been abandoned, who's always been gaslit, who's always been told one thing and shown another. How do I show them that I'm trying my best and that I will follow through on my commitment? And my commitment is to not constant, but consistent, authentic communication, right? Just speaking the truth. Hey, I'm working this week. I'm going to be gone on business. I'm not going to really want to talk. I'm going to be really drained. Can we talk on Saturday? And then you follow through and call them on Saturday. I mean, this is the basic step we're talking about. And the more you do this, the more your chakras are going to unlock. The more spiritual you're going to rapid fire up that ladder. Because your feminines had to do the opposite. They had to pull back and pull back and pull back for them to unlock because they were too codependent. All right? So with this full moon, please release that fear. I release the fear that if I am emotionally available, if I try to heal my avoidant attachment style, that it's going to blow up in my face. It won't. Pisces, it won't. Okay, you got this, I promise. Release that on the 11th, around that time, the full moon in Aquarius. Okay, you're not being left out in the cold. God's not leaving you out in the cold. The universe isn't. There's plenty of money, opportunity, wealth. I feel like you're going to be feeling much happier, healthier if you can do that. If you can really take the steps to engage with your counterpart and do this before that full moon. Okay, you're going to be celebrating. And I know many of you, that's also part of your fear, is in the past there have been third parties and interference. And so you're upset by that. You're like, oh my God, they're going to leave me out because I already didn't choose them, or they're going to want to know the truth. Speak the truth. Trust that they can handle it. If you are the same energies and you love each other that much and you're being genuine and they can feel that and know that, then who you were with does not matter. You were not woke yet, right? You were not aware fully of the connection yet. I mean, that's what we have to get past, right? We don't just make one mistake and then we're out forever. And if that's how you're treating people, that's what you need to heal. Forgiveness, compassion, kindness. Like, these are things that I think you need to be focused on this month, okay? Interesting read, though, for Pisces masculine, because, like, I don't know. Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, yeah. I was just going to say, what's that, Pentacles? You're being asked to stop kind of thinking about it and start taking the action. The more action you can take, the stronger, the better you're going to feel. Action after action after action. The first action is reaching out. Hey, I want to fix this. How do we fix this? Can we talk? The next action, scheduling that. Let's get together. Let's get coffee. Let's whatever. And if you can't do that, you're going to be really in your head. I'm telling you, it's not going to stop. It's only going to ramp up. It's only going to ramp up. And especially, I feel like by mid-October to the end of October, if you've not really begun to really heal your avoidant attachment style, the darkness is going to be even worse. It really is, especially if you have Libra or Scorpio placements, Virgo as well. I just feel like it's going to be a thing for you. Yeah, you're just being asked to make a decision, to stop thinking about this, to stop laying around thinking about it. Well, maybe one day, or maybe this, or maybe that. No. There is no one day. There's only today. We only have the current moment, okay? And like one of the tattoos I got, it's not, the sticker's not off yet, so, you know, but it says faith over fear. It's beautiful. And I love that line, like faith capitalized. Like, you've got to get over these fears. You've got to start confronting anything you're afraid of and just being like, I can do it. And understand your feminines have had to overcome a lot of fear lately. Things that maybe you're like, oh, that doesn't seem like a big deal. It's a huge deal to them. Many of us have been called to travel completely alone, to stay alone, right? We're being out, I went on a hot air balloon ride, packed in with people, and like it was hot, and like it was wonderful. I loved every minute of it. But the old me would have freaked out by that concept. They've also had to heal addictions and just codependency, turning to friends, to family. They've been abandoned by everyone at this point, and they found God. And you're being asked to turn backward in and realize that you can trust others, and that there are people that are healed and aligned and are genuine with you, that you deserve love, you're worthy of that. So please focus on that right now. Yeah, you guys, I feel like you don't want to communicate because you think it's going to stop a tower moment. You're like, if I communicate, there will be a tower moment, and I can't handle a tower moment. Well, you don't know what's going to happen, A. And B, if you don't communicate, you'll be in a tower moment no matter what. Just so you know, it's coming in quick, like before the 11th or right around the 11th. If you've not communicated yet, I'd say no later than the 14th. No, the 10th or the 12th, the 11th, right there around the full moon. 10th, 11th, and 12th. There will be a tower moment. And maybe there is a tower moment when you communicate. So what? Get through it. Do you know how many tower moments they had to go through when they tried to communicate with you and you iced them out? I mean, get to that place where you're like, they went through this, I can go through this. I just stop thinking about it and follow your intuition, okay? You can do this, because if you don't, Pisces, you're really going to be feeling like death here. And I mean this. And like, especially as I said, in the fall, we start hitting Libra and Scorpio season, like you're going to feel weaker and weaker because you're being called to rebirth yourself. 1331 on my timer. To rebirth your ideas of love, your ideas of commitment, your ideas of connection. And I'm telling you right now, if you can pour into someone else, look at this. You have love here. If you can complete this cycle and be honest and genuine and authentic and do it openly, you have love here. But you got to stop watching and being wishy-washy and imbalanced. That's not fair to them, okay? It's not. It's not fair to you either. You share energy with this person. Like, why do you want to do that? Those energy swings. We all know you feel it too. And if you haven't been feeling it lately, you're about to feel it ramped up big time. So just be prepared. Virgo enters, we enter Virgo season on the 22nd, and Uranus is retrograde in Taurus on the 24th. Both of those signs are really calling on you to intuitively think about what you want to do with your mission work, with your gifts, with your abilities. Because trust me, as you communicate with your person and heal your avoidant attachment style, they are going to skyrocket. And you don't need to be reading tarot or astrology or anything necessarily at all, but you can be using your crown and your throat chakra unblocked and your third eye to be speaking the truth at work, to be coming up with new collaborative great ideas for how we can help serve the collective in all areas. I talked to someone who was like a lunch lady the other day, and like it was so neat, her ideas on like how to revamp things like that. I mean, every area of our lives is touched by these spiritual awakenings. So then we close out the month on the 27th with the new moon in Virgo, a great time to manifest. So that's when you want to be writing down specifically what it is, the seeds you want to plant. What kind of job do you want? What kind of money do you want to make? What do you want love to look like? What do you want travel to look like? How do you want to use your gifts? And also sit in gratitude, by the way. Many of you need to be more thankful for this journey. I just feel like gratitude is a big thing. Because if you're not saying thank you, thank you, thank you to every little thing happening that is good in your life, you're going to continue to experience the opposite, okay? I love you. I hope that's good. Also, I saw the Emperor, reversed. Ask yourself why you're such a control freak. Really? Really? Is that fair? Just saying. Okay? Because if you're going to be that controlling, the universe is going to be that controlling right back to you. You're going to mirror it right back in your life every single time. Okay? I know you can do this. Hang in there. I am happy to do personal readings with any of you if you'd like. Gingermama.com. I also have free blog content on how to let your guard down when you come back into union, and just information on wounded and healed feminine and masculine energy. You can look at yourself in that, and you can also look at that and get an idea of when you hang out with your counterpart, like where are they sitting in that energy? Like you want to get to a place where both of you can like politely call out the other, right? Like, hey, wait, I think you're kind of doing, and you're like, oh yeah, I am, shit. I mean, that, like, it's not like a mean thing, right? It's like a we're healing thing. There's a difference, but you have to be able to communicate that that's an okay, acceptable way to exist within that relationship dynamic, okay? Or people get very triggered, right? Which is what happened. So anyways, I love all of you. Have a great day, Divine Masculine Pisces. You'll get there, okay? But do the work, or you're really gonna regret it this fall. I'm telling you, you're gonna think back to this video and be like, shit, I should have just done it in August, all right?